Wouldn't be the offseason if we didn't have any drama to talk about. Former Arizona Cardinal wide receiver has come out and said that Kyler Murray doesn't have that dog in him. We're going to be diving into his first overall top 10 list and react to other things he's mentioned on this podcast. Let's get started. Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. On this channel, we cover breaking news, conversational pieces, drama just like this one. So definitely subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. Alright, let's go and dive right into it. Let's talk about the most recent drama that's kind of been surfacing the social media world. And if you're asking yourself, why are we making a video about this? Because it's the offseason. It's pretty much all we got going for us right now. So that's exactly why we're making a video about this. Now, what's currently going on is that we have former wide receiver of the Arizona Cardinals, Brice Butler, coming out and saying that Kyler Murray is not top 9 out of his top 10 first overall pick list. And kind of what he said about Kyler Murray is just really weird narratives that it seems like he's trying to push, and it's almost like very old narratives that he's kind of trying to push. And it's just kind of what he said, right? He's even came out and said he's got boots in the ground. He almost kind of made it seem like he's an insider. I mean, I don't get it. It almost kind of feels like there's this weird vendetta between him and Kyler Murray that Kyler Murray didn't know about. Now, Kyler Murray has come out and actually responded to this video on Instagram, and he said this: hell of a take from a great wide receiver. Add this bum to the list of mother effers with amnesia. At Brice Butler, stay over there. So he's come out and responded, and not just that, we also have one of the great Arizona Cardinals, Marcus Golden, coming out here and coming to the aid of Kyler Murray, and he said this: he's been maturing and becoming a great leader. I believe in K1. Now, Brice Butler did actually respond here, not to Kyler Murray, but I believe it was actually before Kyler Murray ended up hearing this video. Brice Butler has come out and said, no, Kyler Murray wasn't my teammate ever, in case you all were wondering. So I was doing a little bit of research because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm one of those Cardinals fans that I heard Brice Butler. I'm like, he was an Arizona Cardinal? What the heck? Now, after doing a little research, he actually was an Arizona Cardinal back in 2018, but he never made the 53-man roster. He was a guy that was probably in the practice squad or was picked up in the offseason, but that's kind of the extent of what his career was with the Arizona Cardinals. And being that the Arizona Cardinals drafted Kyler Murray in 2019, he never played with Kyler Murray at all. So hearing the fact that, you know, he's got boots on the ground, and hearing these old takes that we've been hearing since 2019 and 2020, that he loves playing Call of Duty, he's not a great leader, he's not a leader of men, it's just really weird. Now, his top 10 rankings in terms of the top first overall picks, you know, in his list, he actually lists this off. He says it's Cam Newton, Joe Burrow, Andrew Luck, Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Baker Mayfield, Caleb Williams at 7, 8 Bryce Young, 9 Jameis Winston, and then 10 Kyler Murray. So I'm not going to come out here and bash anybody on this list, but like, it's very weird to come out here and say that Bryce Young is actually before Kyler Murray, to come out here and say Caleb Williams, that has not taken any snaps in the NFL, is better than Kyler Murray. It's just really overall very weird, and it kind of feels like there's just this weird inside vendetta that Brice Butler has against Kyler Murray. That's what it truly feels like, honestly, right? I don't care. Everybody's got their rankings, right? Rankings are a dime a dozen. Everybody's got an opinion at the end of the day. So I'm not fighting here to say Kyler Murray should be number 1. No, I'm not saying that. But to really come out here and say that Jameis Winston is higher on your list, that Bryce Young is higher on your list, and then Caleb Williams, that has had no snaps in the NFL, is just weird. It's a weird thing to come out here and say. So overall, this is just, it's odd. It really is odd. Now, this clip has actually came from WR, which is a sports book, I'm assuming. And please keep in mind, there's a lot of sports books that are actually coming out with content creators. They're coming out here with different podcasts. Everybody has a podcast here in these days, right? I think BetUS TV also has a podcast. We also have Underdog Fantasy, which we are partnered with here on this channel. They got a podcast. So it's not like one of those things where, you know, BetR is one of these leading, podcasts out there and everybody has eyes on them. It's just, it really got a lot of people's attention because of how, how like weird Bryce Young has come out here and said all these really weird things about Kyler Murray. Now, Kyler Murray has actually matured mightily, and if you don't know that, that's crazy. Then you really have no room to talk in this whole Kyler Murray topic. Now, if he came out here and just said Kyler Murray's my number 10, boom, that's it, mic dropped, then I don't think anybody would be talking about this. He's come out here and said that Kyler Murray is not a leader of men. He's come out here and said that Kyler Murray plays too much Call of Duty, right? Things that we heard back in 2020, 2021, and he's also brought up the fact that Kyler Murray was the only quarterback that had that homework addendum on there, right? So that should definitely open up a lot of eyes per Brice Butler. But honestly, here at the end of the day, it's a podcast. I'm not going to be losing sleep over it, and I don't think you guys should as well. But this is, I truly believe that Kyler Murray is going to take the next step here in 2024. And if you're a Cardinal fan out there that doesn't believe in Kyler Murray, I think one thing that we can definitely all agree on is that his maturity level has completely, drastically changed from when we saw him in year 4, or I guess the last year of Cliff Kingsbury, to now in the new start of the whole Jonathan Gannon regime. That maturity level has completely gotten so much better, right? And to say he doesn't have, like, he's not a leader of men, or, you know, people don't want to play for him. There was a picture floating around from the Diamondbacks social media page that he ended up bringing out, you know, a lot of the guys on the offensive side of the ball to kind of hang out with them and watch a baseball game in Chase Field. And not only that, he hangs out with James Conner all the time with the whole NBA playoffs that are currently going on. So to sit here and say that nobody wants to play for Kyler, it's just weak. Honestly, it's a weak take, and I believe in this team. I believe in Kyler. I believe he's going to take us to the next step. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But everybody, let me know what your guys' thoughts here in the comments below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day, and go Cards.